What up, dogs? Welcome back to Garo Attacks Cook Your Heroes. Right, let's get right back into it, shall we? Last episode was episode Garo Attacks Cook Your Heroes 233 part 4. We're already in part 5, you guys, and I'm not seeing like any what's it called? Any stopping. We're not stopping anytime soon, I don't think. We're still instantaneously killing enemies. Here's a thought, okay? Here's a small, like, divot of humanity that is gonna come out through of my mouth in just a minute. Oh, but before I do that, let's upload this previous video, 233 part 4. Awesome. Cool. Oh, what day is this going up? The 29th, July 29th. Okay, July 29th. It's gonna go up at noon. And what is that? 233 part 4, indeed. It's 233 part 4. That's July 29th once again. July 29th once again. Awesome. Cool. But yeah, so here's my idea. If it gets to the point, and it looks like it might be happening pretty soon. We were seeing that some of those bosses that we're defeating on the 15th and 20th in like every 5 levels. See, they take a few extra ticks on them as opposed to like 1 or 2 or 3. So we are getting to the point where we're going to start slowing down in this game. We're going to start seeing some grind, and I think usually in the past what I've done is like once we start seeing a little bit of grinding, that's usually when the episode is ending, and we just start up with the next one and we like grind it out for a little bit. But in this fringe scenario case, where I can see these episodes starting to get super duper long, I think what we're going to do is once we even see like a teeny tiny bit of slowdown, we're going to stop the video. Well, not like right at where we're not like if it happens at like 5 minutes in, I'm not going to stop at 5 minutes. It's stupid. But if it happens that we start slowing down a little bit by the 15 minute by this episode, after we're done with the episode 15 minutes, that's going to be the end of our Ascension run. I think it has to be like this for the near future, just because otherwise the parts will get too fucking long. And you guys don't need to see what happens after the slowdown occurs. The piece of information that we're gleaning from this is how long does it take before we slow down. And so far, pretty fucking long. But it does give us like a good barometer of whether or not Terra was the person to guild here, whether or not we should have waited on just Atlas, just in case, or if Terra is like good to go here, and also whether or not we should switch over to Phthalo next time around, depending on like the momentum of how things go well with Terra. If Terra gets to like 1500 without slowing down, which at this point I think is like a little bit out of our delivery range right here, if you will, then what's it called? Then I don't think we switch it over. But it also matters a lot on our progression run after we come back, after however many days I decide to come back at this point. But yes, so it's a lot of different factors and a lot of different information that we're gleaning here. But also, once again, if by the end of this episode we have not slowed down at all, like in the least, yeah, I'm gonna do another one. It's I owe it to you guys to show you at least the that piece of information from our ascensions, the fact that like, oh, when are we able to switch over a guild from Terra to Phthalo? When is he starting to do less damage? When do we need to start talking about doing some transitional guilds, even from Phthalo over to like Dread Knight, because Dread Knight would be the transitional person to guild if we're gonna put 100% guilds on Phthalo, and if that's kosher, because right now we're able to purchase Phthalo, but when in the meta, do we purchase Phthalo based on like how many guilds we gave Dread Knight? Do we have slowdown while we have Dread Knight gilded? and leveling up. It's, you know, it's all a lot of what's it called? Speculation at this point. Because right now, if Terra was not gilded, Dread Knight would be the one who's doing the optimum amount of damage here. Not Atlas, not Phtalo, not Terra, and not the Power 5 anymore. The Power 5 we are done with, you guys. Okay. Which is an interesting thing to note. That we are already, with the gilding of Terra and with this possible switching over of guilds to Phtalo and maybe one transitional guild to Dread Knight, we are done with the Power 5 at that point, which is interesting. Which is very, very interesting. There it is. Oh, no. I didn't mean to do that. I thought we had enough, you guys. Ah, shit. It's okay. The only reason I gripe about these sorts of things because I like to keep everything, I don't know, like even or something, like every 25 levels, and like turn it into a pattern-based thing. Oh, you guys, are you seeing this? No. I mean, it happened, but then it stopped. We're gonna see. We have 10 more minutes into the video, and I think by the time the video ends, we're gonna see like some significant slowdown. So I think this is it. I think this is where the game ends. But it might not. Once we get Terra up to level 1,000, she's gonna be doing fucking insane. She's gonna be doing insane stuff. We saw a teeny tiny bit of slowdown, but I don't think that was enough. It might, like, what's it called? It might have just been wishful thinking. I might have just saw, like, a boss, like, having a couple extra ticks, and I was like, oh, they're slowed down, you guys. So I just need to be more sure about it. I just need to be more focused when I'm gauging these, gauging this type of stuff. Oh, man. I think I'm looking at it right now. The double ticks are happening. Yeah, and it's slowing down, but like it's taking twice as much to kill each enemy because usually it only takes 1 tick, whereas now it's taking 2 ticks. So twice as much to kill each enemy means half as much progression, which is not really kosher. And we're pretty far away even from level 975 on Terra. As you can see, this random gold that we're getting from enemies is not nearly enough. We're gonna absolutely need treasure chests at this point. Which one? Yeah, once again, it's partly luck, but also, yeah, still slow down after the level up. See, it's partly luck, but also we just need to level more into Dora. At this point, we need more Dora. And I think, oh shit, well, that's level 1,000 on Terra. Well, Terra's at level 1,000, so once again, we're doing the greatest amount of damage on the planet Earth. But we still have like 7 more minutes before the end of this video, and my prediction is that we will still see some slowdown from Terra, even after all that. Even after all that. Unless, once again, we see like some crazy shit going on, like we get a silver chest or some shit like that. Which is, at this point, such a low fucking percentage of happening that I don't think it's gonna happen. See, we only get like 1 chest after like 33 enemies at this point. And getting silver coins, we only have a chance of doing that like of what, 0.75% or some shit like that? 0.76%, less than a percent, less than 1 in 100. It's 0.75 in 100. If it's 100 in, if 1% is 100 in every 1,000, then this is a 75 in every 1,000. So that's not a lot. That's definitely not a lot. What's 1,000 divided by 75? Let's pull out the calculator. 1,000 divided by 75 equals 13. 13%, basically. What? I'm fucking up my math at this point. I don't know what's going on anymore. Let's hit that. We're still killing enemies pretty hardcore. Once again, we have 5 more minutes before we figure out whether or not this is the optimum area of letting go here. We did make it back to pretty close to where we stopped at. Honestly, we're at what, level 1500 just about. It's like 1496 or some shit like that. I think it's 1490. Yeah, just around there, like 1494. Look at that. That's definitely absolutely slowdown that we're seeing right there. There's multiple ticks on regular enemies, and it took, it didn't take it didn't take too long of a time to switch over from like the 1000 level crazy DPS we're doing to like 1050 level not as optimal DPS, which is just fine. It's totally cool. You don't have to be like the most optimal person in the world. See, we even leveled up Terra like a bit. We got 2 chests in a row, and we're still like having slowdown on the enemy. So I think this is where this is the last episode in the series. But once again, we're only like 200 levels behind where we were, and with the momentum that I'm seeing here, we're probably gonna get like way past that by the time I come back for a progression episode. So that's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a good time. Yeah, that's gonna be a fun time that we're gonna have right there. Zip-a-da, boop-a-da, zip-a-da, beep-a-do, peep-a-do, beep-popes. Popes. We are the popes. We are the popes, and we have lots of ropes. What? There's another level for you. There's another level for you, Terra, and you're gonna be doing more damage, but also that's literally just like a boosting method for you at this point, because right now you don't have much else going on for you. Too bad we can't see this 10% quick ascension worth of hero souls. These hero souls from mercenaries, they go straight into ascend for, not in our actual body right there. But 10% of this is 434,000 hero souls, so that's pretty good. About like 400 hero souls, 400,000 hero souls just tossed in there alongside our 3 million hero souls right there. That's fucking pretty awesome right there, not gonna lie. We got like 67 from that last primal boss, so it's like, we're doing really good. It's almost as if one of those procs right there is equal to having like just 4 primal bosses, which is not bad. Especially when you get into late game where you're not fighting primal bosses too much. You're just sort of like grinding levels to get as far as possible before you ascend. So that's gonna be a fun time. I'm definitely gonna wait a while before I record my next episode as well, just because at this point I got such a huge fucking backlog that I can definitely wait. And I would like to wait actually until the fucking, what's his name? I forget his name. Let's filminiosities.org updates their clicker hero optimizer. Hopefully, it's been almost a month since the update has come out. Maybe like 2-3 weeks since the update has come out, and hopefully, the programming and the math has been added in. I would not be surprised if it has not been added in, because I haven't checked yet. Which is why I haven't checked, because I just assumed that it takes much longer than that to figure all this shit out from this new update. But until then, we're going to we're just gonna chill out, and that's probably gonna be my next benchmark. Maybe even wait long enough to the point where I come back from vacation like a month from now, and that's when I play my next episode. Because at this point, I have backlog enough to where I can wait that long. But hopefully, it won't have to be that long, because I do like playing this game, and I don't want to have to wait another a month or so to play it. And every time I play it, I want to play it on screen, at least when I do an ascension. And every so often, I get to the point where I'm like, well, I have to do an ascension now, because I'm not progressing too far. But regardless, we made it. We made it to 1326. That's about like 150 levels off of where we were at, and we got here pretty quickly. It's not bad. So hopefully I'll see you guys next time. It's going to be a while from now, but don't worry. We're going to be super ahead of the game at that point. I want each of these episodes to be like a huge fucking deal because I wasted so much time at the beginning of like the transcending that I want to make it up to you guys by like fucking boosting up super hardcore every time we come in for another one. So like, subscribe, comment if you're enjoying the series thus far. I know I am, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. Peace out.